site from Southern California, fully decked and reeved with gantry and boom butt intact. After the tracks were attached and the boom and mast installed, the new Mini Super Skyhorse attachment was assembled and connected to the crane. Within just 2 days, the crane was ready to move into action. The small tank was moved first in order to clear access. The crane then moved to the large tank and was placed at a radius of 67 feet, where the rigging gear was swung into position. The rigging cables were attached to the lifting lugs with the use of turnbuckles. This enabled the loads to be equalized among all the cables to prevent point loading of the tank. Because the crane would be operated at 90+% of chart, Jake's strict safety policies required that one of their rigging engineers join their project manager on site for the entire operation. The tank was first lifted from its existing foundation, swung 180 degrees, and prepared for walking. The crane then slowly inched forward, walking the massive tank ahead of it, just inches off the ground. To minimize the cost of matting, 2 auxiliary Grove cranes were used to leapfrog the mats ahead after the crane passed over them. As the load approached its destination, the crawler had to be counter-rotated 40 degrees in order to avoid an active gas pipeline and align for its final approach. The load was then walked the remaining 35 feet, precisely positioned over the new foundation and lowered to its final resting place. It was the 28th of August. The job was completed on schedule, under budget, and best of all, with no lost time accidents or property damage. With the job successfully completed as planned, the entire team at Jake's Crane Rigging and Transport International looked back with pride on all that was accomplished. When challenged by an unworkable last-minute delay in the arrival of the airlift system, Jake's rigging engineers turned adversity into opportunity. Demonstrating their long-standing tradition of excellence, Jake's team successfully met the challenge by employing creative engineering, skillful fabrication, flawless execution, all on a short deadline schedule, and yet with no compromise of safety, culminating in a textbook demonstration of a maximum capacity pick and walk application of the first American 11320 Mini Super Skyhorse crane ever used in North America. Jake's International, putting safety first while innovating for results.